So, why do we need an International Women's Day?
Why do we need an International Women's Day? That's an interesting question coming from a man, because ultimately you don't really understand it if you're asking the question.
We need International Women's Day to balance out some of the negative stories that we see in terms of violence against women.
Gender parity is yet to be achieved.
I think we need International Women's Day for every single woman who sat in a meeting or a situation or a scenario and they felt underrepresented. And I think we need International Women's Day now so that in future we don't need it for other people.
I think it's really important to have an International Women's Day, not only to celebrate women's achievements and contributions, but to recognise that we haven't achieved gender equality and there is so much more room to improve women's situations.
Isn't the approach of singling out women divisive and going backwards?
Why do we need Christmas or a Valentine's Day? Why do we need birthday parties?
I don't think it's singling out women or being divisive to have an International Women's Day. Women still face barriers just because of their gender.
To be truly successful, we all need to be equal.
Usually men kind of walk into our industry and get to the top, but women have so many barriers, so putting them on the platform finally gives them the spotlight they deserve.
When you want to celebrate something, you have to name it. When you want to solve a challenge, you have to name it.
But aren't men more at risk now if we're trying to give jobs to more women?
I don't think we're listening. We need the right person in the right role, and it's about removing gender as a barrier to that.
If we are suggesting that we live in a progressive, forward-thinking society, you would expect to see some women take up positions of authority and power in leadership roles.
What matters is that the individual is striving to be the best they can be, and we do that together. So I think the only thing that males are at risk of is paying more attention to whether or not they are actually striving to be the best they can be.
How can men be at risk over women being given a platform to make them equal? We're not asking for women to be put on a platform to be higher than men, we just want equality. I don't think it's asking for much in this day and age, is it?